Hey Josie, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing today, Meryl?
I'm doing great. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to talk about activities that you can do with your family and
Awesome. I'm super excited. Let's jump right in.
okay, let me show you on FamilySearch.org where you can go to be able to see this. So on Family Search, right up here near the top, we have this awesome section called Activities. And some are sectioned out that you can go directly to. I'm going to go ahead and click on All Activities just so you can see the variety that's there. And I'll also just share, if you sign in, you'll even see more that are unique to you based on your tree. But as you come in, we've got all these fun different activities that you can do with your family and about yourself and recording stories. The ones that we're going to look at right now are the in-home activities. And on the in-home activities, there's some at the very top that are specific about you, but you could still do those as a group if you wanted to. And then there's even some a little bit further down called My Family. And so one of the things I wanted to talk about on the My Family was the My Photos. We actually did this recently as a family. We love to go back and look at the photos that we have of our family, and digital photos make this so much easier than it used to because they're so accessible as opposed to the old days when they were just all in a box. But we were able to go and look at some of the photos, even older photos that we've digitized, and the children were able to see some of the photographs of their grandparents and great grandparents, and even some of themselves when they were children. But one of the things the kids wanted to do was actually recreate some of the photos that they saw. Have you ever done that before, Josie?
Yeah, I mean, we mostly do it with my siblings and we'll recreate ones that we've done ourselves, but that's a way fun idea to do it of your ancestors. It's an awesome way to connect with them and learn a little bit about them.
Awesome. Let me show you the ones that we did. It was a lot of fun for us to be able to do that. And so this first one I've got up here is of one of my son. He actually saw a picture of his great grandfather, his great grandpa Call. And his great grandpa Call actually was a turret gunner on a B-17 bomber in World War II.
Um,
And he saw this and he was like, I want to recreate this because I have a jacket that's a pilot jacket. And so he ran, grabbed that jacket, grabbed his little, hat, grabbed his CTR ring, grabbed his bike, went outside, and we took a picture and made it black and white so he could look like his grandpa, his great grandpa, which was a lot of fun. But then the story come along with it because then we could talk a bit about this grandfather he never knew, who, you know, who survived World War II, had shrapnel in him till the day he died from being in World War II as a turret gunner.
Wow, that's super awesome that he was able to dress like his grandpa and learn little bit about him. One thing I love that you said, Meryl, is that like once you were able to take this picture, you were able to help him connect with his grandfather. So that's
Yeah,
like a super cool way for him to learn about him and to feel, I don't know, kind of learn a little bit about who he was and his story and having shrapnel in him still until the day he died. Like that's crazy. That's so
it
awesome.
is. It is. Yeah, and I actually never got to meet this grandfather either. He passed away just before I met my wife.
Oh
And
wow.
so again, I'm learning from these stories as well. My daughter, this is a picture of my mom. My daughter wanted to recreate this photo of her grandma when they were about the same age. She saw grandma's hair and she thought about her own hair. And she's like, I can do that. And so she kind of frizzed her hair out a little bit. And we ran outside into a kind of a similar, outdoor situation. And we took this photo. And it was incredible as we put them together for how much my daughter looks like her mom, her grandma, my mom.
Yeah, that's super awesome. The resemblance there is crazy. I bet
It's
she had
kind
a
of
lot
my,
of fun doing that.
and then one I just wanted to throw in. We actually did this a few years ago, but this is actually with my oldest daughter when she graduated from BYU. She was at my graduation when I graduated from Brigham Young University, and then basically 19 years later, here's my daughter at Brigham Young University. We're standing in the same spot, and she's graduated from BYU. And so that was just a lot of fun to, again, go recreate that and put that together and the memory that it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys were able to share those life experiences with each other, like being at each other's graduation. How fun. I love the photo too.
Yeah. Now you had mentioned to me, we chatted before we started recording, you'd mentioned that you'd also tried some of these in-home activities.
Yeah. So one of the ones that I wanted to talk about today was Eat What They Ate. This is one of my favorites. First of all, I love food, and who doesn't, right?
Exactly.
Um, but so this one talks about eating the same foods your ancestors ate is a great way to connect with them, and to experience a small way what their life was like. And so you can like prepare a favorite meal with a family. You can all get into the kitchen and cook some things. And actually, this one hits a little home with my family because we actually, growing up, called my grandmas not by their first or last names, but we made up a name and we called them the roll grandma and the ice cream grandma.
That is
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so this was the ice cream grandma. This is my mom's mom. And she loved Aggie ice cream. Every time we were at her house, she had some in the freezer. We could get some out and eat it. She just was a big fan. Sometimes we would home make ice cream together as a family, and it was so much fun to do. So we nicknamed her the ice cream grandma, and then my dad's mom was actually nicknamed the roll grandma. Every time we'd go over there, there'd be a fresh batch of rolls we could dig into, and it was awesome. And they died quite a few years ago. And so some of the best memories I have is going to their house and eating those foods. And so every time I eat them, eat ice cream or rolls, it reminds me of them. So that's actually a really fun activity that you can do with your family is eat what they ate. Meryl, do you have any special foods that you guys have eaten to remind you of your ancestors?
Yeah, there's some that we've done with our Swedish ancestry. We have a Christmas tradition with a sweet roll that we eat. It's called Swedish tearing, actually, but we eat that every Christmas morning. In fact, I've eaten that every Christmas of my entire life.
Even on
Um,
your when you were serving your mission, right?
Even on a mission, my mom made it for me and sent it to me, and I still had it. It was a little dry, but I still had it.
That's awesome. How fun.
Yeah. Well, we hope that this has helped you as you think about what is there things that you can do as a family or with your friends as activities. They're simple. You don't have to know a lot of name, dates, and places. Really, it's an opportunity to sit down and reflect upon either things that you do personally or things that your family does right now. It's really about the current things or the immediate memories that you have. So we encourage you to go check out the in-home activities, see if there's things there that resonate with you that you would like to try with your family. And there may even be things that aren't there, but maybe these, kind of are a springboard to ideas that you want to do. So we encourage you to go try those out on FamilySearch.org.
Yeah, totally. I love that you said, these are just ideas of things that they can do. So you don't have to follow any one of these bullet point for bullet point. Just use them as an idea and go have fun doing family history with your family and even friends. So thanks so much, Meryl.
Thank you, Josie. Talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.